Hello lovelies, I'm in the middle of packing for a trip to Nantucket and thought it would be a great time to show you the pieces that I'm packing as well as the different outfit ideas that I have planned for the week. It's right before the 4th of July weekend, so there's a lot of stripes and nautical vibes, and it's really easy to do it overboard. So I'm also going to be sharing some do's and don'ts, some of this beautiful coastal style that should feel effortlessly chic this summer. These pants have these buttons right in the front, which I tend to really like to emulate this coastal vibe. This is another shirt that I'm packing as well that also has buttons. And even though you might think it's a nice match because the buttons happen to correspond to one another, it's easy to kind of look a little costumey. Since New England summers tend to be a little bit chilly, then I could easily put on this type of captain jacket that would also make it look really costumey and almost like too far to one side. So I'm going to show you some tweaks that we can do to improve this outfit. First is by deciding, do we want to wear the pants or the shirt? So in this case, let's pretend that we want to wear the pants, in which case you could wear just the white tank that I had on here before. That is really easy to style and a great layer, just like regardless with a different bra. Very blank canvas. I can layer a lot of really nice jewelry on and have it look very chic. Now, if I still want to have some stripes, it is possible adding a cardigan like this that doesn't have a lot of gold buttons, draping it around my shoulders, as we've seen be so trendy all of 2025. You can also opt to layer on a tulle scarf if it's a hot day, and either add some texture or color to the outfit. Two bags that come to mind that are perfect for this outfit. The first one is this one. It's just like a top handle by the Parmentier Paris. And then this one by Quince, it's a gorgeous quilted leather bag that I just got, and I'm really excited to take it with me because it's the perfect summer white with the texture, very roomy, and I'm just in love with it. So these are some ways that you can easily tweak this otherwise very kind of costumey, I'm a captain type of outfit if you do want to wear the pants. Now, if you really want to wear the shirt, some easy ways to tweak this outfit and keep this really relevant mariniere are by maybe swapping out some trousers that feel more nautical for some jeans. And these are by St. Sophia. They're the boyfriend cut that are just slightly like more relaxed, but then they kind of like taper down towards the bottom. And then another thing that I really like about them is that they have like one of these like adjustable things in the back that kind of cinch your waist depending on how waisted you want it to look, so you don't have to wear a belt. But I like how they kind of just sit a little bit more relaxed on the hips and then kind of taper down. I can roll them up and it just gives it a very nice summer feel so that I can wear them with boat shoes, sandals, and like not drag my jeans like all over the floor. It's a great option when you want a very casual outfit that is still very New England inspired, and then because it can get chilly by the ocean, wearing a white blazer. I would have done a crop one, but all the cropped white blazers that I have are full of buttons as well, and so that would have again taken us to a very overly saturated gold button place. So chosen a longer blazer, rolled up the sleeves just to give it a summer vibe, and then added some two-tone shoes, a little bit belted, which are really trendy right now, that I think are really elegant. So very polished look, very New England, but still very casual and light. This is the other piece that I'm taking here. It's a linen skirt with a little slit just to give it some movement. It's got pockets, which I always really love. And a big hero of a lot of these summer outfits is a white tank or a white t-shirt that just goes effortlessly with everything. It's nice and cool. One of the ways that you would think to wear this bottom is with maybe like a bubble hemline tank top that just kind of sits right on top. But you can see how it leaves me looking a little shapeless given where this sits right here. A better choice instead of something like this is either something like this that's literally sits right at the waist, but it's form-fitting and it doesn't really compete and feels really easy and comfortable. Another option that I really love for this skirt in particular is a mock neck, also tank top that feels really elegant and a little bit more dressy. Adding a braided belt really helps elevate it and take it from more of like a beachy look that you could get with just a simple black texture tank top to it's more of like a dinner vibe type of outfit that also looks really fun. Swapping out some of the kind of more strappy sandals like these right here, again, look really elegant, or if you want more height, doing some clogs that we've seen be very trendy. This is a best-selling dress that I'm definitely taking. It's got pockets, it's linen, and midi length, which is really, really flattering. With this dress in particular, it's really hard to get this styling wrong. It's slightly milkmaid inspired, but it doesn't have all the fussy kind of bodice and corsetting here in the front. Instead, it has a very clean line. So I think that that's an easy place to fall into with summer dresses, is looking a little bit costumey and almost like Italian milkmaid, which I think is a really cute look. And I have joked before that sometimes when I'm traveling, I almost like sometimes cosplay like wherever I am, whether that is Paris or London, and even Cape Cod, obviously with the stripes and things like that. This is a very timeless dress that, regardless of where you live, your age, or aesthetic, it's very easy to style. You can always take advantage of the square neckline and do some beautiful jewelry like I've done in the past. You can also style it with sneakers or loafers, whatever it is the occasion calls for. I really like styling it with white espadrilles. I think it just looks very summery and elegant, but I always want to look a little bit taller, so I usually add heels. And so this is a really great find. It's a bestseller and it's really affordable as well. This is a look that I've been really excited to style because the linen shorts are so comfortable. They're pull-on, they look really classic. This knit is also short sleeve, and I saw it when I went to St. Sophia in London earlier this month and just fell in love with how light it was and just the beautiful texture. So even though they're two different brands, I think it works together very beautifully. What gets really hard about linen in general, linen shorts and all of these billowy summer fabrics, is that sometimes we pair linen shorts with maybe an oversized linen top, and then it just becomes really, really hard to see where you are in an oversized outfit, and the silhouette becomes a little bit frumpy. So one of the things that you can do if you do want to wear a linen on linen is either by doing linen bottoms with a vest, or doing that billowy linen shirt with maybe a tank top underneath, or maybe tucking it and styling it so that it just doesn't overwhelm your frame. In this case, because I'm not overdoing the buttons and nautical vibe, it was a great time to add in like an old money aesthetic navy blazer with the gold buttons and have it complete the look very coastal and New England style. Added the woven bag again, and then with these loafers that look very cohesive with the knit, but they're also flats, they're very comfortable, and so they don't disrupt the casual vibe of the shorts. This European linen shift dress is almost too easy. It hardly touches my body, which feels really good in the summer because, you know, you don't feel sticky and it's just very light and fresh. Very flattering. The length hits right above the knee. 5'4" for reference. This dress is fantastic for when you do have something to do that like all day long, but you're not going to be able to change before dinner, and you can just like swap out your accessories, add more, or even just red lipstick. Maybe don't even change your shoes. It's just that elegant of a dress with still being a very casual vibe. Easy to transform your look from day to night. Because this dress is really relaxed, wouldn't look right with the belt in my opinion. I think that I would opt for either wedge espadrilles or maybe wedge platforms just to help elongate my look. I also think that it looks fantastic with sneakers or boat shoes. Another piece that screams New England summer is this beautiful Madras skirt that is flowy and billowy by Ralph Lauren, a designer that I really love. Even though I love it and have figured out a few ways to wear it, which I'll show you here, it is easy to get it wrong. The first time I wore it was last week, and I thought it would match beautifully with another linen button down that I tucked in. The linen button down was a little bit too oversized, so it just felt a little bit unbalanced to me. Love that the top was yellow, but I think a better option would be a yellow cami knit that is a little bit more slinky and allows the skirt volume to really shine without overwhelming the top, or the trusty white tank top always works as well. Because this is a longer skirt for me, I think it's really important to wear heels with it, and I wasn't at the time, and because the skirt is so long, it was easy for me to look swallowed up in it, whereas just a couple inches of height can really make a difference. And I'm excited to wear it this week on vacation, but just something to be aware of. Another item that I'm packing is this mariniere with more button details here on the side, which I think will look really cute with a denim skirt. I'm also packing my flag sweater, of course. I can't show up without it. And then this is a really cute set that I just got from a mom-owned brand, and it's a matching kind of like tennis skirt set that has a polo top. And I love mixing and matching my sets when I'm away. So this is just a great way to have that one look for one day and then swap out the top and wear it with jeans or even a maxi skirt and have it look totally different. Now in terms of bags, other than the one that I showed you by Quince, which actually travels really beautifully because it just kind of like squeezes down. I can tell it's not going to be damaged. I struggle with traveling with a ton of bags because I feel like they do get very damaged. This one is a really great find by Target. It wasn't very expensive, and I think it's one of those bags that I won't feel guilty stuffing it in my suitcase, like putting in some clothes, and so I already have like a sweater in here to pack. And then two more bags that I'm taking, one by Barakami, because it lies nice and flat and I just love the silhouette. I think it will really help transform a lot of my outfits. And then my Burberry wallet, which can easily convert into like a real bag. Aside from the shoes that I just showed you, I always take my sneakers and my ankle weights because I need to work out even when I'm away from home. And that should do it.